Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. The new DLC, Guns, Love, and Tentacles, just came out about an hour ago or so, and with it, a brand new level cap of 57 was included, so now you can level up all the way to 57. So I wanted to give you guys a quick little showcase of how to allocate those 4 new skill points for all the characters. Now, I will be making a dedicated build video for all the characters and all the brand new gear and stuff, but I have to refarm for all that stuff, and there's a bunch of new gear from the DLC that I have actually not played yet. I've just been leveling, so I'll get to that in the next few days, but I just quickly, like I said, just wanted to show you guys how to level up your characters. So I started off with Amara because she is my most played so far, and also she was the first character that I put up on the channel, so I figured I would do her first as well, and then Flak right afterwards. So first, let's go over her Phase Grasp / Phase Whiffing build. This is designed to be used with a driver class mod. Basically, you're going to hurt yourself, and, well, we're going to get a bunch of move speed based on how fast we are moving, so we want to get as much move speed as possible. So with that in mind, we're going to go down her green tree first, and we're going to pick up Mindfulness and Vigor. I like putting 3 points into Samsara and 2 points into Helping Hands to move down the tree, but you can put 2 points aside. I do not skip out on Samsara, but the other 2 points you can put them wherever you want. So yeah, these are the 2 most important parts of this brand new level cap for Amara's main mobbing build, I would say. I would also like to remind people that you can also use this with Phase Slam. If you have weapons that have a Phase Slam anoint, you're going to want to use this. Basically, just use this, and then you use an emote to cancel right at the last second, and this will not only proc all of your on-skill anoints, but as you can see, it'll actually negate the cooldown. So you can actually spam this over and over again, and you can have all your anoints active all the time. Moving on, we're going to go down her blue tree. The only thing we really want from this is going to be Wrath, so where we don't really want to pick up a lot of action skill damage, and we're going to be using our guns a lot in this build, so I do recommend you put some points into Violent Tapestry just to move down. Pick up Transcend because we're going to be using regular bullets, and even if you're going to be using Lob and stuff like that, this is still a pretty good skill to have. That's all you need from this tree. So the last 21 points, we're going to put them into the red tree, and this is going to allow us to pick up 1 point into Sustainment, which is going to help keep us alive. So for this, I put 2 points into Infusion. That's just my comfort zone. That's what I like putting. And then you're going to max out Tempest. This is a no-brainer. I also recommend you pick up Dread because the main action skill for this build is going to be Ties That Bind. Even if you use Phase Lam, you know, if you ever want to swap, you have that option available to you right there, so I don't see why not. And there you go. This is your brand new Phase Grasp / Phase Whiffing build. I personally prefer using this with Ties That Bind, but you can use it with Phase Slam, like I said, if you want. In terms of augments, you can use whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. Okay, next up is Phase Cast. So for this one, you are also meant to be using this with a driver comm. If you want to use a Nimbus comm, then you're going to want to spec it a little bit differently. But let's just stick to the driver comm for now. Like I said, you're going to want as much move speed as possible, and you are definitely going to want Samsara because we are going to be using our action skill a lot in this build. So put those 3 points in there and put 2 points into wherever the hell you want, just to pick up Mindfulness and Vigor. After that, we're going to want Avatar, and since Phase Cast does do quite a decent amount of damage and it's going to be our main source of healing, we do want to pick up as much action skill damage as we possibly can. I recommend only putting 1 point into Remnant and then putting 1 point into Awakening to unlock Avatar, because the main damage from Remnant is going to be the overkill damage, not the actual projectile damage. So this is going to give you more action skill damage from Do Harm, so it's a lot better investment wise to put 1 point into Awakening and just a single point into Remnant. And then obviously pick up Avatar, Tandala, and Soul Sap. With the last 13 points, all we really want is Tempest, so spend them however the hell you want. I like having, like I said, 2 points into Infusion. Everything else doesn't really matter. You can use Wildfire if you wanted to, which is actually not bad, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, if you're going to be using a Nimbus class mod rather than a driver class mod, you can actually get away with another level of sustainment in this build, and all you have to do is sacrifice a move speed. You don't really give a crap about these skills anyway, so just allocate 3 points into Samsara because it is really important, and then also pick up Avatar. Same exact thing, you just want to sacrifice those 6 skill slots there, and just pick up sustainment. Now lastly, this is a dedicated Phase Slam build. This is very similar to the one I showed in my original Amara build video. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and click the card on the top right hand side of the screen. But for this, you're going to want forceful expression, so we're going to make our way down the tree, and we're also going to be maxing out sustainment because this is going to be our main way of staying alive. So put as many points into infusion as you possibly can. This is what I'm going to recommend. Definitely pick up Indiscriminate because we are going to be using Stillness of Mind with this, so this is actually going to be very, very useful. And there you go, Forceful Expression and Max Sustainment with Max Infusion. Those are the 3 key components of this build. Of this tree, I mean. Nextly, we're going to want to pick up Wrath and Laid Bare. Those are the 2 key components that we want from the blue tree. And there you go, this is how I allocate the skill points, and don't forget to pick up Stillness of Mind, by the way. With the last 8 points, you're going to want to put them into Samsara, and then perfect, there you go. You have Blight Tiger, you have Samsara, you have Laid Bare and Wrath, as well as Max Sustainment with Forceful Expression and Max Infusion with Tempest. That is a lot of elemental damage. These 2 things combined are a lot of CC. So what you can actually do is just use this to proc all of your anointments, and then you can actually use it for real if you wanted to. So you have a lot of cooldown reduction, as you can see right there, like 2-second cooldown. That is insane. Like, you don't even need to cancel it. You can just spam this as much as you want, and it is going to be crazy. And this, I don't even have a comm on right now. Like, I literally don't even have a comm. So you can use Golden Rule if you wanted to, and you can also use Phase Zerker, and you can also use Driver. Even if you can use any of these options, it's going to be amazing. Well guys, those are my builds for Amara level 57. That is how I recommend you allocate your skill points. Like I said, I will be doing a dedicated video explaining everything like I did before, but this is just, like I said, just a quick little video just to show you guys where to put those skill points at and everything like that. So I will be doing one for Flak here in a second, so stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope this video is helpful, and I hope you guys are enjoying the DLC. I will get started on that content right away. Okay, love you guys. Take care.